On this episode of Livin the Dream, Captain Jimmy and Luiza travel to ISLAMORADA, Florida to feed the tarpon at Robbie's. And head offshore with Captain Dave Jones. Within minutes, they spot a weed line to troll down and start plucking mahi from it one after another all day long.
Oh, there he is.
Nice, Jimmy. Woo! Woo! Fish on, guys.
Double. There it is. All right, Louise, I got you doubled up.
This is Livin the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson.
Oh, yeah, boy. That's a big one.
Presented by Salt Life. Live salty.
Good fish. That's what she was fighting all that time. Man, what a fish. Wow. Doesn't get any better than Baja. Yeah, boy. That's a kingfish right there. Woo! When you fish with Captain Dave Jones in the Keys, it typically doesn't take very long to find the dolphin, and this day was no different than any other. We had a pretty good spread of C&H lures out there, as well as a couple naked ballyhoo rigged with 60-pound high seas fluorocarbon leader. There is so much life in the sargassum grass. I mean, it's just loaded with bait fish and jacks and triggerfish and little triple tail and seahorses and eels, shrimps, crabs, all kinds of things. It's just a floating buffet out there in the Gulf Stream, and that's why the dolphin and the tuna and the other fish are so attracted to it, because they know that that's a great place to find a meal. Not long after we crossed over that reef line, we ran into a school of dolphin almost instantly.
Woo! Got one. Oh yeah, they're right here. There's so many of them.
Finding a school of dolphin right away is an awesome way to start the morning because the pressure's off, you're catching fish. Oh, there he is.
Nice, Jimmy. Woo!
Just a perfect way to start the day in ISLAMORADA. Double. Man, there's a school of dolphin, isn't there? We're going to lift. Oh, yours is barely hooked.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to lift mine so I can hook with yours.
Yeah, I'll wait.
See, this guy is what I just caught this on. The same thing I was using about a month ago. There he goes. That's the easy way to get rid of him. About a month ago in Steenhatchee, that's that tsunami tidal mullet that we're using for redfish and trout. Dolphin love it too. Watch out, guys. There he is. Nice. On the popper. Those are some pretty good sized schoolies. They weren't bad sized schoolies for the Keys at all. Little baby dolphin. Mini dolphin. The little dolphin were everywhere on this trip. No shortage of dolphin, that's for sure. As soon as we'd get one unhooked, we'd have another one hooked up. Oh! Well, that didn't take long. One cast. It's on that Palomar Ninja. Oh, look at him by the boat. So pretty in the water right there. Big fish? Oh, on the lure in the back. Nice. All right, there it is. Oh, almost had him in. Come here. And we're gonna get him in the cooler when he gets under control. That's what it's happening on. Those Palomar jigs are dynamite.
All right, and the C&H lure right there. Just a great day overall.
After catching several dolphin out of that school, we moved on and looked for some more dolphin. It's lifting them. And that's that carbon shield. I've been using this for inshore, but it's great for smaller dolphin. We saw some birds diving, and I casted the Palomar jig, and even though there were a bunch of weeds in the water, I still hooked up. There it is.
There he is.
Okay, not a real big one, but he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just an Almaco jack. Come here. Whoa, we just flopped off. This is what I got him on here, is the Palomar surface jig. They're Ninja. Trying to get a dolphin, and those darn Almaco jacks beat him to the bait every time. Louisa's got it under control for me. Show them what you're about to toss back in. There's a little Almaco jacks
Nice
that keep
little one.
nailing our baits.
Yeah.
All right, send that guy home.
Lucky day.
Right after that, Luiza and I got a double on the stubby bubbler and the rattle jet. Right rigger, he's on!
Woo! Fish on, guys.
Double. There it is.
Woo!
All right, Luiza, I got you
That's
doubled
what
up.
I'm talking about.
Woo!
All right.
That feels like a better fish too.
Wish I could give you a high five, but I can't right now. I'm busy.
This one's on the bigger Rattle Jet XL. I think you got yours on the stubby bubbler again, huh?
Yep. They've been loving this one.
Wow. Yeah, this is a little bit better fish.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's fighting a lot harder here.
Woo!
Welcome to the Keys.
All right, guys, well, we're out here in a school of pretty good-sized dolphin, and this is what we came out here for. We're pretty much targeting dolphin and dolphin only today. We may go after some other stuff later on at the end of the day, but the goal, look at that's a good fish.
Wow.
The goal for the day is that right there. Big dolphin jumping on the end of the line. And what we're trolling with here is I'm using a Max L Platinum Series jigging rod and a 9 Ocean Max reel. So it's the Ocean Max 9, got plenty of line capacity for what we're doing. And it's pulling in the fish. And here's Luiza's fish right by the boat. It's all blue and lit up.
So pretty, guys. Look at that. I love when they change to blue.
They were about the same size as the last school of dolphin.
Woo!
There you go. It was one dolphin after another all day long.
Check it out, guys. For the dolphin. More tacos for tonight.
All right, Luiza and I got mine right here by the boat too. I'm about to pull him in. I'm all the way up there. Woo! Good one. Yeah, he's actually a gaffin-sized fish, but we went ahead and lifted him because these CNH lures come with great leader on them. Dolphin are such a fun fish to catch. They're very aggressive. They hit artificial with no problem at all. They run down your lures. They're jumping all over the place. And most importantly, they're fantastic to eat. All right, there's the little bull that I just got. And again, that was on the Rattlejet XL. He was all over the place here, kicking everywhere, so we got him calmed down. Wore a heck of a hole in his mouth there. And again, on the blue, it's been working today, producing nice fish.
Livin the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson is made possible by Salt Life. Live salty. Angle Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Sea-Deck. Your boat deserves Sea-Deck. ACR Electronics, the science of survival. And by American Fishing Wire. Located in ISLAMORADA along the Florida Keys, the Chica Lodge and Spa makes its mark in this tropical paradise. Amid the towering palms and white sandy beaches, it's easy to imagine why the Chica Lodge captures the very meaning of casual elegance. With over 200 spacious rooms and suites, the lodge offers plenty for everyone. Book a king suite, each with its own living area, luxury beds, large glassed-in rain shower, and an open-air balcony with a private soaking tub and island views. And you won't have to go far for the spa experience. Inside and out, the options are endless at the Chica Lodge and Spa. Explore 27 acres of lush tropical gardens, or take a dip in one of the ground's 3 heated pools. For serious anglers, the waterways are always close by. Book a charter or dock your own vessel. And for the casual fisherman, rods and bait are provided, so you can cast from the resort's very own 525-foot dock, the longest in the Keys. And if it isn't your poles you're packing, then be sure to bring your clubs. At the Chica Lodge and Spa, amenities and accommodations never fall short of par. Visit www.chica.com to book your stay today. And now back to the boat, where Jimmy and Luiza are still heavy into the dolphin.
All right, guys, so we're out here trolling for dolphin today with Munster Fishing, Dave Jones out of ISLAMORADA. And some of the things that we're using are these Rattlejet XLs. It's been the go-to bait so far this morning. A lot of the fish are really going after these. We also have some of the stubby bubblers that we got trolling out there, the tuna tangos. And then when we get these dolphin close to the boat, We're tossing this new lure by Tsunami. It's a Tsunami Tidal Mullet. Same thing that I use inshore for snook, tarpon, redfish, trout, things like that. The dolphin love these. Look like little pilchards, like a little bait fish going through the water. Very realistic movement. Killer baits. You'll see us pulling plenty of fish on these today. And also on the bigger ones, the holographic swim bait. When we really need to sling something out there far, this has that extra weight in it, so it'll really make it out there. So we got a variety of things we're gonna be using today, and we're gonna try to hook these dolphin up. Got a weed line right over here that Dave's about to pull us down, so we're gonna see what happens. The ocean is alive this morning, boys. Look at all of this. Birds everywhere. Lots of little baby flying fish too. And then we got a better hit on the C&H stubby bubbler. Oh yeah, boy, that's a big one. Woo! That's how you want to feel and pull. All right. Well, guys, now we're hooked up to a bigger fish. Nice. A little bigger than those peanuts we were just on. And I believe this one hit the C&H stubby bubbler.
Leave the rigger out.
We'll see when it gets in a little closer. We got great conditions out here today, guys. We got like 1 foot seas. It's only blowing about 5 knots. Sunny and the fish are biting. That is exactly what we're after right there, guys. I kept working the fish closer and closer to the boat so that it would be in range for Luiza to gaff it. Perfect, nice jump there. Luiza gaffed that dolphin perfect and lifted it in the boat. Woo! All right, good fish, Luiza. Now that was a nice fish, and we were hoping to find a few more like that. All right, guys, and this is what we just got them on there. That's the stubby bubbler by C&H Lures.
Yeah.
And got us a pretty good sized cow there. Hopefully that bull's close by and we can run into him. Hooked him nice right in the bottom lip. Great gaff shot, Luiza.
Oh, thanks.
Right where you needed to get him. There you go. There it is. Florida Keys special. Thank you.
Fish tacos.
Gonna have a lot of those, huh?
Yeah.
The Quattro high seas fluorocarbon, that's what we're out here using for the dolphin. And I'm just tying up a double uni knot here to put my line together between my 65-pound braid and that 50-pound fluorocarbon leader. Then after I get this double uni knot put together, I'm gonna be tying this guy on right here. That's the pearl-colored holographic swim bait. Just looks like some of the little live baits and stuff out here. Seems to work pretty good. And then we caught another dolphin. Oh, there's another one. It's this one.
Nice fish. Stay tight with them.
Been non-stop dolphin action today. Got another little guy here. Not a monster, but they're just coming in. And I got the other line wrapped there at the end. That one's on the stubby bubbler and the other line. So we got a mess here. Randy, thank you. This girl's on top of things. Got this stuff taken care of here. And then we took that dolphin and threw it in the box and got our lines back out again. And then the trolling lure got hit again.
Fish on. Got a small dolphin jumping right there in the distance. Lots of weeds here today, as you can see. I bet there's a lot more underneath this one. And I'm dragging a big piece of weeds here. Nice, thank you. Woo! Not a little dolphin here. Nice little one. We were looking for the big ones. We'll take the little ones too.
Livin the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson is made possible by C&H Lures. Be a winner with C&H Lures. Plantation on Crystal River, the place to stay and play along Florida's nature coast. Yozuri, fish the best. Cayman Islands Angling Club, come experience sport fishing in paradise. And by Tsunami, awesome tackle.
Whenever I'm asked about tourist attractions in the Keys, the number one thing that always comes to mind is Robbie's. And not only is it probably one of the best tourist attractions in Islamorada, but it's arguably the number one tourist attraction in all of the Keys because it's just so popular and so many people know about it. And it's a blast just going out there and picking up a bucket of fish and going down and feeding the tarpon. There's just so much, it's so exciting, it's so fun, and it's good for the whole family, young, old, and everything in between. This trip to Robbie's was a little different than most other trips because there was a lot of sargassum grass and stuff floating, which is typically not there, but it really blew in and there was a lot of it in the area this time, so we had to work around that. But other than that, it's just like any other day at Robbie's. The tarpon and the jacks were everywhere. Feeding the tarpon's a lot of fun because they're just jumping out of the water. You kind of dangle the fish in front of them and they're looking up at it, debating when they want to jump or if they're even going to jump. And I mean, they catch you by surprise sometimes and you just drop the bait. And other times they jump and grab it perfectly right out of your hand. Luiza was having a blast, man, just feeding one tarpon after another. After finishing up that first bucket of bait, Luiza sent me up there to grab another one so we could feed the tarpon for a little bit longer. The tarpon miss a lot. I don't know what it is, if it's bad eyesight or bad aim, but they miss quite a bit, not even trying to move the bait out of the way. They'll jump and just swipe and miss. One thing's for sure, if you can't get the fish offshore or inshore, you can definitely be guaranteed to find some tarpon at Robbie's and be able to feed them. We also saw a really big iguana over there at Robbie's right off the back where the restaurant was overlooking the water. And that's another nice thing about Robbie's. They have that beautiful restaurant right on site, so you can grab lunch there, grab a meal while you're out there having, feeding the tarpon. You can make a day out of it. Just a beautiful little place right there in Islamorada to hang out. So if you're in the Islamorada area, swing by Robbie's, grab a bucket of bait, snap some pictures, and make some awesome memories with the family.
We'll be back for more Livin' the Dream right after the break. Just off the coast from Islamorada, Florida, Captain Jimmy and Luiza are fishing with Captain Dave Jones of Munster Fishing Charters and first mate Brandy. The duo rose early and worked hard to put Jimmy and Luiza on the fish, and it wasn't long before they couldn't catch a break.
Woo! Got one.
Oh, there he is.
Nice, Jimmy. Woo!
Oh, well, that didn't take long. One cast.
Woo! Fish on, guys.
Double. There it is.
Woo!
All right, Luiza, I got you double
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Woo!
Oh, yeah, boy. That's a big one. Woo! That's how you want to feel and pull. Perfect. Nice jump there. After catching plenty of dolphin, we decided to make a couple drops in case we could pick up a couple tile fish or snowy grouper or something on the way in. When you're deep dropping, you're just kind of looking for like the slightest little bump. It's just kind of pecking at it, just enough to, there's so much line out just to be able to tell there's something messing with it. It can sometimes be tedious, but you just got to sit there and stare at that rod tip until you see something happen. And of course here, like Dave has us going up a ledge, but we're still letting line out every few seconds just to make sure we're staying on the bottom. First drop, we ended up hooking something.
What is it?
Looks like a tile.
Oh my gosh.
It's a tile.
It's a tile fish. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, it's a heavy one too.
Yeah.
Let's put that extra 5-pound lead there. There we go, guys.
Wow, that's delicious.
Yeah, very, very good fish to eat. And as you can see, that air bladder blew out, his eyeballs blew out, and he was coming up fast on that electric reel. Amazing fish to eat. Powellfish are really good to eat. Not a very big one, but woo, came back to life. They sure are tasty.
After making a few more drops and reeling in a few more tasty tilefish, the crew heads in for a well-deserved meal after a long day packed with action.
So one of my new favorite places to eat in Islamorada is the Square Grouper. There was a location they had down a little further south in Marathon, and when they opened one up in Islamorada, I decided to give it a try, and it was amazing. I ate there once and I had to go back again the next night, and then again the next night. The food was that good. I mean, it is one of those places where you can look at the menu and just, pick out 5 or 6 things right away that you could order. When you're sitting out on the porch, you're overlooking the marina, and you just get to have that nice cool sea breeze in the afternoon out there. Just a beautiful tropical setting. Just you have that island vibe, that island feel when you're at the restaurant. So on top of the amazing food, the atmosphere is second to none. On this particular night, I had the acorn squash and scallops, and Luiza had the pecan crusted yellowtail snapper. Both of them were perfect. We had some pretty amazing appetizers that night as well. We had some chicken wing lollipops, we had some grilled oysters Rockefeller, we also had some ahi tuna sashimi. So it was just a fantastic meal. I mean, we were completely stuffed when we left that place, and amazing desserts as well. I would highly recommend checking out the Square Grouper in Islamorada if you are anywhere near the area. Luiza and I had a blast with Dave and Brandy on and off the water on this trip. Just such a fun time out there catching dolphin and deep dropping and eating over there at Square Grouper and just hanging out with our friends in the Keys. The Keys are one of those places that you just never get tired of going. And it's nice having a place like that so close to home with us living here in Florida. And I can't wait to be back again, man. Such a great place.
For more fishing and diving action, follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Captain Jimmy Nelson. Livin' the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson was brought to you by Salt Life. Live salty.